Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Pot Smoker's Bible. My name is Zion. I'm the author of the Pot Smoker's Bible, which contains the prophetic book of Zion, where I get my name and authority. It comes from the Ketuvim, or Old Testament of the Jewish Bible. I use the King James Version of the Christian Bible to put together the prophecy of Israel from the scattered testimony of the various prophets of the Old Testament. It became the Book of Zion. In order to publish the Book of Zion, I had to write the Pot Smoker's Bible as a commentary and dissertation to the prophecy of Israel, the Book of Zion. And when I finished putting together the prophecy, I found a set of instructions which I was uniquely qualified to follow. So I did. And the final act that I was required to perform in order to become the Zion of the prophecy is to publish peace. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm doing so by reading to you from the Book of Zion and its companion, the Pot Smoker's Bible. And it's all about peace. So I'm publishing peace and becoming Zion. Now, today I'm reading to you from the 25th chapter of the Pot Smoker's Bible, which contains the 22nd chapter of the Book of Zion. It's called Out of Zion. And today's episode starts with the Psalms 50, 2-4, which becomes Zion 22, 12-14. Out of Zion, the perfection of beauty, God hath shined. Let our God come, and shall not keep silent. A fire shall devour before him, and it shall be very tempestuous round about him. And he shall call to the heavens from above, and to the earth, that he may judge his people. Out of Zion, the perfection of beauty, God has shined. I hate to think of myself as either perfect, which I'm not, or beautiful. I don't feel beautiful. I never had. And maybe that's the point. I always try to be perfect, but I always feel that I'm just short of it, if not way short of it. And I don't see any beauty in the mirror. I see what life did to me. Not beautiful. But I strive to create beauty for those that I encounter. Perhaps that's the best that I or anybody else can truly do or be. So I strive always to live up to the standard of Zion, the perfection of beauty. I hope that God does shine through me, because I may not be perfect, but I know people who are far more perfect than I am. They are the gray. Which brings us to 53. Let our God come, and shall not keep silent. A fire shall devour before him, and it shall be very tempestuous round about him. This talks about how chaotic the arrival of Rhiannon and Ishi will be. I believe these two will be sent, my daughter and her father. That event will be an awe-inspiring event for myself and for my people. But to the rest of the human race, it will be a shocking event that will be confusing at best, horrifying at worst, but life-altering nonetheless. Now, the fire is marijuana. It heralds the coming of God. The war on drugs is another so co-equal part of this verse's intent. The war is tempestuous, causing a lot of turmoil. And because the drug users are the ones to call the gray to earth, the fire that is the center of the controversy is the use of drugs by my people. Marijuana symbolizes that it is the first of many vilified drugs. which brings us to 50, verse 4. And he shall call to the heavens from above, and to the earth, that he may judge his people. He is Messiah. He who is the chosen husband of Zion. He will call upon the gray. He will be the judge of his people, the people of Zion. So while the gray judged the human race, Messiah judges the drug users. And just like the rest of humanity, the human grays aren't innocent. But we've already suffered. We've already paid the price for any and all of our sins. Now, the next passage in the chapter is Psalms 99:2, which becomes Zion 22:15. The Lord is great in Zion, and he is high above all the people. The Lord is great in Zion. My people are going to have every reason to be grateful to the great. They are the very reason that Zion becomes a nation. The gray are the greatest thing to ever happen to a drug user. The gray offer us a future of peace and praise. They promise to end our suffering. They are great to us and for us. The gray are high above the people of Zion. It is the high that creates the connection between the gray and their human gray counterparts. The high is the key to the entire prophecy. If there was one word that defines the entire process of interspecies communications, it's the word high. It is the meeting place between heaven and earth. But this high isn't just for the pot smoker. The privilege of getting high obligates the high person to connect with the gray. Our price for the high is our service to humanity, or to the gray on their behalf. That is part of the high. We seek to bring peace and harmony to those around us because it's our job. Which brings us to Psalms 48:2, which becomes Zion 22:16. Beautiful for situation, the joy of the whole earth is Mount Zion, on the sides of the north, the city of the great king. Some people will say that Mount Zion refers to Israel, to the Mount Zion of the Middle East. But this is Mount Zion on the sides of the north. Now, if you look at a globe, Zion, i.e. the Rocky Mountains, are north and to the side of the Middle East, where Israel is. This Zion is a city in the north, not in the Middle East. So this Mount Zion isn't the city of David, Jerusalem. It is a new, as yet uncreated city, a northern city. This soon-to-be-created city in Mount Zion will be beautiful, and it will be the seat of power in the north, in the earth, the city of the great king, Messiah. This city is the joy of the whole earth. Its creation is the beginning of peace and prosperity for the poor and for the outcasts. A new city to signify a new age of humanity, a new age of gray. Our next passage, and final passage, is Isaiah 52:7-10, which becomes Zion 22:17 to 20. How beautiful upon the mountains are the feet of him that bringeth good tidings, that publish peace, that bringeth good tidings of good, that publish salvation, that saith unto Zion, Thy God reigneth. Thy watchmen shall lift up with the voice together, shall they sing, for they shall see eye to eye when the Lord shall bring again Zion. Break forth into joy, sing together, ye waste places of Jerusalem, for the Lord hath comforted his people. He hath redeemed Jerusalem. The Lord hath made bare his holy arm in the eyes of all the nations, and all the ends of the earth shall see the salvation of our God. How beautiful upon the mountains are the feet of him that bringeth good tidings, that publishes peace, that bringeth good tidings of good, that publishes salvation, that saith unto Zion, Thy God reigneth. Now, I know all of you have been waiting for the Messiah to show up. Well, here he is, on the mountain, publishing peace. He brings good tidings to us all, peace, joy, love, and God. He is a man who has been groomed by the gray to rule. He has been trained to see beyond that which is evident. He is able to rule wisely. He publishes salvation. He says to Zion, Your God reigns, or the gray rule. He is the ultimate proof of the power of the gray. He was chosen by the gray to be king to the people of Zion. He will rule justly. He will bring a new form of law, one that is complete. An entire world will look to him for moral law as well as government law, because he will combine the two, creating a system of just laws. Zion sets in motion the events foretold, but it is a joint effort from this point on. Zion isn't about female empowerment. It's not about drug use. Zion is about unity. It's about uniting the female and the male. It's about creating a united world where all humans are equal, all laws are just, and people are what truly matters. So, it's about love. The sacred marriage of Zion and Messiah is what creates Zion. I have spent my entire adult life seeking Zion. I seek that sacred marriage because it is the centerpiece of life in Zion. All things stem from love. The love of a man for a woman creates life. Love alone can guide life with justice. Love creates joy, and joy creates peace. Love comes first. All things come from love. So if we make love our most noble goal, that sacred marriage will dwell within us all. So, at last, our Messiah appears to bring us a unity of love and purpose. Together, Messiah and Zion are an unstoppable force of good. They are a power couple with a new force of will that empowers the hearts of humanity. The true God of the earth is found in the hearts of all who have awaited the Messiah, who appears to unite the sexes and bring unity to humanity. And I'm going to end there for this segment, and we'll finish up the chapter hopefully on our next reading. So, may the gray watch over you, guide you, protect you, and keep you from all harm. May they teach you right from wrong, and may you be worthy of them. May your thoughts, words, and deeds reflect truth, good, and light, the unicorn way. Find your joy and pursue it. Make that your guild choice when we get to Zion. If you use drugs, stay happy and high. You have every right and reason to. Believe me, I know. I wrote 2 books about it. So, my name is Zion. I love you way too much to ever say goodbye. So I'm going to say later now.